Growing up here in Tasmania, mental health just wasn't, as it probably was in most places, spoken about amongst men. Growing up, you hear a lot about suicide. It was quite confronting, and it sort of pushed me to consider, that could be my brother, it could be myself.
Movember Ahead of the Game is a grassroots program delivered in community football clubs with the AFL as our implementation partner, and teaching young people coping skills so that they can deal with challenges both on and off the field. And Men in Mind is equipping more and more healthcare professionals to provide best practice gender responsive care for men who are seeking support. We're building strength at the community level, and we're building strength within workforces. So suicide is the leading cause of death for young men aged 15 to 44 in Australia. 50% of those men have been to the healthcare system to seek support in the 12 months prior to their taking their own life. And that tells us that we have a long ways to go in improving the healthcare systems. What we love about the combination of Ahead of the Game and Men in Mind is people can then go to their healthcare professionals in the community that they live, and Ahead of the Game comes in and provides mental health literacy at the grassroots level to leverage that environment to improve health and wellbeing.
We're at the cusp of, I think, seeing a lot more mental health presentations. It's really important that men receive gender-responsive healthcare. We are having those conversations. Again, though, it's about what happens once they engage with those services. How do we support them? How do we make sure they're not slipping through the cracks?
There's a very rich history here at Tasmanian Football Club, whether it's been in the State League, the NTFL, now the NTFA. At the football club, we want our young people to be more than just players. We want them to be good community citizens. The Ahead of the Game program is certainly valuable in preparing our young people for the future, not just for playing football, but giving that sense of purpose, connection, and greater good for the community.
Part of the suicide prevention strategy within Tasmania is to focus on ways that we can intervene early. Integration is the way to go. If we integrate as a community and service, then we get the best outcomes for individuals. Some of the education that's happened through the Men in Mind program allows us to start conversations and think a little bit differently. So this is a really good program to just allow us to stop and think.
There were many specific things in the training that helped me, especially as a developing clinician, to shape my practice a bit further. The most prominent that I consider is masculinity and how it relates to formulation. It's a little shift that's had a big impact on the way that I approach my work.
Ahead of the Game's taught me to check in on your mate. It's not like a broken leg, you can't see how it's going. You got to check in, you got to ask how they're going. If you're not mentally prepared, it's very tough to go out there and perform well.
Movember's Ahead of the Game and Men in Mind have been running for 2 years now in Tasmania, thanks to the generous funding of the Tasmanian Government. Given the success of these programs and what communities are telling us, we'd love to see these two programs continue to roll out together right across Australia and the world. What is really important to us is always embedding our services in the community with the people who live and breathe for that community, and we're able to wrap around them and provide some additional supports to enable them to continue to show up really well for each other.